My name is Ali. I am 13 years old. I live with my parents and my little sister. Her name is Sarah. We live in a small town. There are many shops in our town, but we never went to a big supermarket before. My mother usually buys things from the small store near our home. One day, my father said, "Let's go to the supermarket today." I was surprised. The big supermarket? I asked. "Yes," he said. "You will enjoy it. It is very big. You can see many things there." I was very happy. I had seen pictures of supermarkets on TV. There were big shelves, lights, and many items. I wanted to see everything with my own eyes. I got ready quickly. I wore my favorite shirt. My sister also got ready. She wore her red dress. My mother packed a small bag. She took our shopping list, some money, and water. My father started the car. We all sat inside and drove to the city. The road was long. I looked outside the window. I saw trees, small shops, and people walking. My sister was singing a song. My mother smiled. I was excited. I had never been to a place like this before. After 20 minutes, we reached the supermarket. "Wow!" I said when I saw it. It was very big. The building had glass doors and many lights. There were cars in the parking area. Many people were going in and coming out with bags. "Let's go inside," my father said. We entered the supermarket. The door opened by itself when we walked near. That was so cool. Inside, it was cold. The lights were bright. There was music playing softly. I looked around and saw rows and rows of shelves. There were fruits, vegetables, bottles, boxes, and many colors. "This place is huge," I said. My father smiled. "Yes, it is. Stay close to us." "Okay." I nodded. I held my sister's hand. She was also looking around with big eyes. Everything was new for us. My father took a big trolley from near the entrance. It was silver and shiny. It had 4 wheels and a big basket. I had never seen such a big shopping trolley before. "Can I push it?" I asked. "Yes, but be careful," he said. I put my hands on the handle and pushed it slowly. It was fun. The trolley moved easily on the smooth floor. I laughed. My sister walked beside me. The first section we saw was the fruits and vegetables area. There were apples, bananas, oranges, and grapes. Everything looked fresh and clean. There were also tomatoes, carrots, potatoes, and onions. They were in green baskets. "Let's get some apples," my mother said. She picked 4 red apples and put them in a small plastic bag. She weighed the bag on a machine. A sticker came out with the price. She stuck it on the bag. "Wow, that machine is smart," I said. We got bananas and some tomatoes too. My father told me to put them in the trolley. I liked helping. Then we moved to the bread section. There were many types of bread. White bread, brown bread, buns, and rolls. "Pick one," my mom said. I picked a loaf of white bread. It smelled good. We also got some biscuits and a cake. My sister clapped her hands when she saw the cake. She loves cake. Next, we went to the milk and juice section. The milk was in bottles and boxes. There were so many juices: orange, mango, apple, and more. "Can we get mango juice?" I asked. "Sure," my dad said. We added 2 boxes of mango juice. My sister wanted orange juice, so we got that too. Then we moved to the snack aisle. I saw chips, popcorn, and chocolate. So many brands, so many colors. I felt like taking everything. Only 2 items, my mom said. I picked a packet of chips and a chocolate bar. I was very happy. We kept walking and looking at new things. There were soaps, shampoos, cleaning sprays, and more. My mom got some for the house. Ali, can you check the shopping list? My dad asked. I looked at the list. We had most of the items. Just rice and sugar were left. We found those easily in another aisle. The trolley was now half full. I was still pushing it. It was heavier now, but I did not mind. I was enjoying this new experience. We walked toward the checkout counter. I felt proud. We had shopped like smart people. When we reached the checkout area, there were many lines. Each line had a counter with a worker behind it. The workers were scanning items and putting them in bags. People were waiting with their trolleys. Some had few things. Some had full trolleys. We stood in one of the lines. Our line was not too long. My legs were a little tired from walking, but I was still excited. I looked around and saw many more things near the counters. There were candies, gums, batteries, and even toys. My sister pointed at a small toy car. "Can I have this, please?" she asked. My mom smiled and said, "Okay, just one." She gave it to my sister, and my sister hugged it. She was so happy. I was happy too. I was looking at everything. The shelves were full, the people were smiling, and there was a happy feeling in the air. Soon, it was our turn. The worker behind the counter was a kind lady. She smiled and said, "Hello." My mom replied, "Hello." The worker started scanning our items one by one. Beep, beep. The scanner made a sound each time. I watched carefully. She moved each item over the machine. Then she put the items into plastic bags. I asked, "Can I help with the bags?" She said, "Sure, thank you." I felt proud. I took the bags she gave me and placed them in our trolley again. My father gave her the money. She took it and gave back some change. "Thank you. Have a nice day," she said. "Thank you," we all said. We pushed the trolley outside. The doors opened again by themselves. The sun was still shining. My father took the bags and put them in the car. I sat in the car seat. My legs were tired, but my heart was happy. My sister held her toy car and smiled. My mother looked at the shopping list and nodded. "We got everything," she said. My father started the car. We began our journey back home. I looked out of the window and thought about everything I saw and learned. Supermarkets are fun and full of new things. I hoped we could go again soon. On the way back home, we all talked about our favorite parts of the supermarket. My mother said, "I liked how clean and bright the place was. Everything was in order." My father smiled and said, "I liked how we could find everything in one place. We did not need to go to different shops." I said, "I loved the trolley. It was fun to push. I also liked the snack aisle. So many chips and chocolate." Sarah held her toy car and said, "I like this car. And the cake." We all laughed. It was a happy moment. We were together, and we had done something new as a family. When we reached home, we carried the bags inside. My mother put the things in the kitchen. I helped her take out the items. I gave her the bread, the rice, and the juice. Thank you, Ali, she said. You were a great helper today. That made me smile. My sister sat on the floor and played with her toy. My father took out the bill and checked it. Everything is perfect, he said. Later, we had some snacks. We ate the cake and drank juice. My mother made tea for herself and father. We all sat in the living room and relaxed. That night, I wrote about the trip in my diary. I wrote, "Today, I went to a big supermarket for the first time. I pushed the trolley, picked snacks, and helped my family. It was a fun and special day. I want to go again." I felt proud of myself. I had learned something new. I had also helped my family. It was a good day. The next day at school, I was very excited. I wanted to tell my friends about the supermarket trip. During break time, I sat with my best friends, Bilal and Hamza. "Guess what?" I said. "What happened?" asked Bilal. "I went to the big supermarket yesterday. It was amazing." Hamza looked surprised. "Really? What did you see there?" I started telling them everything. I talked about the trolley, the fruits, the snack aisle, and the toy car my sister got. I told them about helping at the checkout counter. Bilal smiled. "That sounds like fun. I have never been to a supermarket." "Me too," said Hamza. "We always buy from the small shop." "You should ask your parents to take you," I said. "It's big and full of colors. I learned so many things." We kept talking and laughing. I felt proud because I had done something new and could share it. Later, our teacher gave us homework. We had to write about something new we did. "I know what I will write," I said to myself. When I went home, I wrote a small story about our supermarket visit. My parents read it and smiled. "This is very nice, Ali," my mother said. "Yes," said my father. "You are a good writer." I felt happy. I had learned new words, seen new things, and even shared my story. That night, I looked at the shopping bags in the kitchen and smiled. One small trip had given me a big memory. The next morning, something exciting happened at school. Our teacher, Miss Nadia, walked into the class with a big smile. "Good morning, everyone," she said. "Today, we will do something special. I want some students to read their homework in front of the class." My heart started beating fast. I wanted to share my story, but I was also a little nervous. Miss Nadia said, "Ali, would you like to go first?" I stood up slowly. I took my notebook and walked to the front. I looked at my classmates. Everyone was quiet and waiting. I began to read. "Yesterday, I went to the supermarket with my family. It was my first time. I saw many things, pushed the trolley, and helped at the checkout." As I read, I felt more confident. I looked up and saw smiles on my friends' faces. Even Miss Nadia was nodding. When I finished, the class clapped. I smiled. Miss Nadia said, "Very well done, Ali. That was a wonderful story." After class, Bilal and Hamza came to me. "You were great," said Hamza. "Yes," said Bilal. "Now I really want to go to the supermarket too." I felt proud. My small story had made my friends excited. I had shared something new and fun. Later that day, Miss Nadia spoke to me again. Ali, you write very well. Keep writing. Maybe one day, you will write a book. Her words made me so happy. I thought, maybe I will write more stories. Maybe I can write about other new things I do. That evening, at home, I told my parents everything. They were very proud. My father said, "See, one small trip can become a big story." I nodded. Yes, and I want to write more. That night, I opened my notebook again and wrote. Today, I shared my story with my class. They liked it. I feel proud and happy. I closed my notebook with a smile. My journey to the supermarket had become more than just a visit. It had started a new dream, the dream to become a writer. 2 days after our trip to the supermarket, we had a special visitor. My grandmother came to visit us from the village. We call her Dadi. She is very kind and always brings something sweet when she visits. When she came, she hugged me and said, "Ali, you look so happy. Did something good happen?" I smiled and said, "Yes, Dadi. We went to a big supermarket. It was my first time." "Oh really?" she said. "Tell me everything." I sat beside her and told her about the trolley, the fruit section, the snacks, and the toy car Sarah got. She listened with a big smile. "That sounds like a fun day," she said. "When I was your age, there were no supermarkets. We had small markets in the village." "Really?" I asked. "Yes," she said. "We had to walk to the market, and there were only a few things to buy. No big shelves, no music, and no trolleys." I was surprised. "Did you like shopping then?" "Yes," she said, "but it was very different. Your story sounds much better." Later, my mother made tea and snacks. We all sat together. My father showed Dadi the shopping list and the bill. "See, Awi," he said, "Ali helped us so much. He even checked the shopping list and helped pack the bags." Dadi smiled and said, "Ali, I am proud of you. You are growing up." I felt shy but happy. Then Dadi asked, "Do you want to go to the supermarket with me one day?" "Yes," I said. "I can show you everything." "Good," she said. "Next time I come, we will go together." That night, I wrote in my notebook, "Today, Dadi came to visit." I told her about the supermarket. She said she wants to go with me next time. I am so happy. I will show her all the things I saw. I closed my notebook and smiled. A simple trip had become a story to share. And now, it had become a plan for another happy day with Dadi.